At the end of this video, we will announce the winner of the channel giveaway. In the meantime, come along with us to a site on the bank of the Thames. See us at work getting our house ready to sell, and we will explain our considerations in coming to the sell decision. But first, welcome to our channel. I'm Kath, this is Sue. As a retired couple, we've been living and travelling in our motorhome for over 2 years with our 2 dogs, Archie and Fudge. The weather has made the last 6 months the hardest, but summer is on its way, so why not join us? Well, hello again. Now, by the magic of video, here and today is after Van Life Festival. Now, I know that you will have seen another video in between times. That was actually shot before Van Life Festival, but I wanted to get the Van Life Festival video out as close to that as I could. So we're now at a new place. It's a CL site. We've never been here before. It's called Friars Court. It's £13 a night. Now there's quite a few things close by here, loads of walks. We're right on the edge of the River Thames, and this was a recommendation from a friend, and recommendations are always the best, aren't they? From what I've seen so far, and we have only just arrived, I would say that's great value for money because of its location, because of, you know, all the things that are going on locally. It's still very, very rural, but because you're close to the river, there's lots of boats here. And I think there's a pub a stone's throw. I haven't seen it yet, it's a stone's throw. But as usual, water waste. And we're just going to have a few chilled days. After all the excitement, I mean, at our age, we just need a few down days. This is the kind of sign we like to see in any pub. Boots and paws welcome. Well, there's plenty outdoor seating at this pub, but given that it's right on the Thames path, I suspect there's certain days of the week when this is very busy, particularly when it's sunny. And I'm on the Thames path now, just crossing it says weak bridge, no large groups. It might be large, hopefully not too large for the bridge. Oh. Come on, Fudgy. Well, we're incredibly lucky to be able to see the boat going through the lock here on such a beautiful sunny day. What an absolutely gorgeous day to be on this footpath and just see a young swan in the distance. I think it's a young swan anyway. Now, when I was on the site, they said this is the Thames footpath that I'm on at the moment, but on the other side, as long as you're staying on the site, apparently you are permitted to walk the opposite side. What he suggested is walk this way because it's easy to find this footbridge from this side, and then walk back along the other side of the river. Well, this is great, this footbridge, isn't it? And what a great view from here. So lucky to find these places. Will, Sandra, this place has been a great recommendation. So far, we've not even had one night yet. Come on, let's go. Okay, this way. Newsflash, came off the path. I thought there was a route, and there is a route, I think. But when we get back, we need insect cream. I've been bitten lots of times, at least twice by horseflies. They're horrible things. I can feel them itching already. And Fudge has not managed to, she's deliberately rolled in fox poo. So I've already messaged ahead to Sue, saying, get Mud Daddy and insect cream ready. Well, that's more adventure than I wanted. Well, the site that I saw earlier, which looked like it was on the other side of the river, is definitely part of the estate. It's actually called the Cricket Bat Field. Now, I don't know how, I didn't do the online booking, so I'll have a look whether that's any more expensive or not. But it looks like an idyllic location because you're on some very manicured grass. Pitches kind of spread out amongst the trees. It looks lovely. I'll have a look on the website, and if I can, I'll put some information on the screen or in the description for you. Just come over the little humpback bridge back into the site, next to where all the boats are moored. What a good walk that was, apart from bites and things. I'm sure we'll get over that. Good morning. Well, the weather's not so nice today as it was yesterday, but Fudge still needs an afternoon walk, so we're about to head off. But look! Hey, what do you think, Fudgy? I'm wearing my new Philly and Keely t-shirt. It's the one with the emotional eye. I was torn between that and camel, 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 camel. Can't even say it that good. Anyway, I went for the emotional eye and I love it. Well, after wearing shorts and t-shirt yesterday, I've now got a jumper and a coat on today. It's definitely gone down a couple of degrees and it's really windy. We're walking in the opposite direction along the Thames path today. So, another little explore. Sue ran along here this morning, so she says it's really good, fine for the dog. And apparently somewhere along here, there's another lock, so it'd be nice to see that. And then we'll probably just walk out and walk back. She said the other side was quite difficult to get to. So I don't know if you can hear the big aircraft. We're very close to the military air base here at Bryce Norton, which yesterday, so I did manage to get the drone up. I had permission from the owner of the estate to launch and land. And when I checked drone assist, you're actually very close to a restricted airspace, but just outside of it. So I had to be really careful yesterday when flying the drone. I was actually flying the right way and making sure I stayed well away from the restricted zone. Well, I've come across what they called, do they call them pillboxes or something like that, which I'm pretty sure are used in the Second World War as places to bunker down and potentially defend our country. It's such a, you can actually get around the back and get into this, but it looks like it's just been used as a rubbish dump. There's cans and bags with dog poo in. It's disgusting. But I'm guessing as this is the Thames running beside us here, that would have been a place where they would watch out for the Germans trying to get to us from the sea, from coming down the Thames and heading inland. Do you know, I'm making all this up. None of that might be true, but I'm just going on what I've seen. Well, isn't that exactly right? It is amazing how much the beauty of nature can just make you feel so much better. Whatever's going on, a little bit of time in nature and everything's right again. That's how I feel anyway. Looks like we're back just in time because the weather is coming in. getting a little bit wet, so got to put everything away. See you soon. Well, hello everyone. You've probably guessed it, we're back home. I think we last left you by the Thames, but we've actually been back home a couple of days now. And the reason for that is we have made a decision about what we're going to do with the house, and we have decided to sell. Now, I know some people were quite interested in our decision making, so we will try and sit down, both of us together, and just talk through our decision making on it. But for now, there is a lot to do to get the house titivated, ready to go on the market. Tell you what, this stuff is harder than it looks. I'm okay at the moment because I'm standing up, but once I start bending down, oh, the back's gonna go. Never mind, gotta be done. We used to do this every year. Didn't always sand it every year, but gotta spruce things up, haven't you? So it doesn't need to be perfect, does it? I hope not. Just good enough to get a new coat of paint on. Normally we used to put this table away in the summer house for the winter. Don't think Dan's done the same thing. It's alright, it's hardwood and it's painted, but it definitely needs a sand and a new paint. The other thing is, I'd forgotten what it was like when you live in a house. The garden never stops growing. Back to this old chore again. Well, she's now painting the garden patio set. Again, something that we used to do every year, not been done for at least 2 now, so hence I sanded it down yesterday and Sue's painting it today. She gets all the delicate jobs because apparently I'm not very good at those. I don't know if you can even hear me over this, but this is another job that we did every year, which Dan is now doing for us to try and restore the patio to its former glory. How are you doing with the chairs?
Thankfully, this is the last one.
Oh, excellent. And then just the table to go.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you heard that, but Sue was asking me, what am I doing while Dan and her are doing hard labour? Well, the fact is, I'm selling stuff. Right, well, next on the list is the skip. That's just arrived this morning. Today we're going to be clearing the garage, and we've got, well, when we bought the house they called it a summer house, and it kind of was. For us it's a big shed now at the bottom of the garden, so we're going to be clearing both the garage and the shed, so that at least it's clear when people start to come around and have a look at the house and they can imagine what they might do with that space. I think it's going to be hard work today. Away for free. Well, we did make the decision to sell, and one of our subscribers said it would be really nice to hear what our considerations were in coming to this decision. So, yeah, how did we come to this decision, Sue? I'll start with you first.
Well, for me, it was quite an easy decision that I wanted to sell. We won't come back and live in the southeast, and I didn't think there was much point in us keeping the house if we weren't going to ever come back and live in it. I know that Kath considered sort of renting or Air BnB, and I personally felt that that was just going to be too much hassle, and the best thing would be for us just to sell.
So Sue was quite instinctive right from the start about what to do, whereas I was just a bit more considered about it. You know, if you own a house, you'll know that it's the biggest investment. If you're anything like us, it's the biggest thing you own ever. And I just wanted to make sure that we were putting ourselves in a good financial position for the future. And so I did look at, is it worth renting it? And of course, financially, yeah, it would be. Could we Air BnB it? And a friend put us in touch with somebody who actually runs Air BnBs as a business. So that was another possibility. But in the end, I was persuaded, I suppose, by Sue. Not persuaded, that's wrong, but
I was about to say, I wasn't persuaded.
Sue kind of said what she thought, and I churned it all over in my mind. And actually, coming back when we did a month or so ago, was the bit that helped me affirm the decision, because at some point we have to sell the house, because we will eventually buy somewhere else, and whenever we do that, we're going to have to come back and clean the house and probably make the garden neat and tidy again, if whether we rent it or Airbnb it. We've always got that responsibility for the property and the upkeep of the property, in order that when we do sell it, we get the most for our money. And what I also did is I also looked at the equity market and how that's performed, because essentially if we end up selling the house and we haven't found anywhere to buy, then we need to protect that money in order to buy in the future. And what I found out by doing that is actually the equity market and the property market, since the equity market began, or going back to the early records, have been on pretty much a par. And you always look over a long term. It's never, a year to year. Looking at 5 years as a minimum long-term time scale. But since the 1950s, the equity market has outperformed the property market. So it gave me, I suppose, the confidence that we're not just squandering, that investment that we've worked very hard for over many years. And actually we can deposit our money somewhere safely and put ourselves in that position of being a cash buyer when that dream property turns up, whenever that might be. And I think, that's kind of it, really. But it wouldn't be right for everyone, would it?
No, it certainly wouldn't be.
So I think that, that's our considerations. We think this is the right thing for us, and we're really happy to share those thoughts. But if you're in a similar position, then, do your own research and make sure, if you make that decision, that it's the right one for you too. But we can say van life is terrific, can't we? Anyway, that's all we wanted to say on this particular subject. And we're going to keep going and producing videos in the future. Well, good morning. It's quite exciting because it's the day that we pick the winner of the Tractive giveaway. So first thing I've got to do is, let's make sure I'm screen recording. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's looking good. I've already put the link to the particular video in the random picker. So let's press the button and see who's won. Anything? Oh no, hang on. We need to put in the keyword filter, which is, where are we? Hashtag Tractive. We don't want to include replies, do we? No. Oops. Okay. Here goes. Bang. Pick a winner. Wow, so congratulations to Eve Makarski 9635. Well done, Eve, if that's your name. I'll make sure that we put our email address in the description for this video, and if you get in contact with me, then we can make the arrangements directly with Tractive, who will send you a tracker suitable for your dog and the 12-month subscription. Well done, congratulations. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it again, and we will see you next time. Take care.